mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially. I know this applies to both men and women, but at this moment, this video is talking to men. So calm down. I will have a video for the women next.
So, take a walk. Mental health is, your physical health is in shape. Your STD health is in shape. You have to lead yourself to the church or the synagogue or the mosque or the kingdom hall and make sure your spirituality is together. You have to lead yourself places first. You have to lead yourself to a job, yo. And lead yourself there every day to get your finances together. You got to lead yourself to get some life insurance. You got to lead yourself into the bank to be able to get a mortgage for a home. You got to lead yourself before you lead her. You got to lead yourself to college so you can educate yourself. You got to lead yourself to a book on relationships, on love, on love language before you decide to lead her. Your problem is you now want to be a leader once you got a woman, but you weren't a leader in your single life. You understand me? You weren't a leader when you were single. Brothers, I want you to be a leader while you're single. Lead yourself. Take care of yourself. Be in tip-top health. Get your finances together. Get your communication skills together. Lead you before you try to lead her. And sisters, please expect a man to be a leader from the get-go. Because a lot of you all are falling into traps thinking that you got that goodness that's going to change this zero into a hero. You think it's something special about you. You say to yourself, I know he's been this way to all the other girls in his life, but for me, no, never. He will never do me that way. You always think you so special, don't you? That this man won't do what he's always done to all the other women he's been with you. Because it's something different and something special about you. It ain't until you get in that relationship that you figure out that it ain't. And even if you are special and that's special, you're not special enough to change who a person wants to be. You understand me? So fellas, prepare yourself and be a leader prior to meeting her. Ladies, expect that from the get-go. And quit thinking you can flip and change a man. Thinking you can change a man will lead you to more heartbreak and disappointment. Trust me. Period. With the young, period, boo-boo. Is that what the young people say? So what I need you to do is expect that from the get-go. And quit talking. You're bidding against yourself. Like, you keep taking less and less and less, and I get it. It's hard out here. I get it. But this is why this is a two-person problem. And sisters, the last thing I'm going to say is this message just ain't for men. It's for you, too. You keep thinking to yourself, and this is the biggest thing. Hey, fellas, share this video because I'm about to tell a point y'all want me to tell. You keep thinking, I just need a man that can handle me. Handle what? Handle what? You keep thinking your little attitude gonna be solved by finding a man that can handle you. Handle what? You're a grown woman. You better count to 5 or 10. Take a walk. I'm not about to be handling you. Okay? And too often I see that inside our communities is where women expect men to, all right, I'm going to be this way. I'm an independent woman. I can say what's on my mind. I can be frivolous. I got a mouth on me. I need a strong man to handle that. No. Handle your damn self. Handle yourself. You keep saying that the reason you got this attitude.
I agree with my brother here. Sisters, handle yourself. Because if you don't handle yourself, some knuckleheads out there will handle you and roughhouse you and rough you down. And then you're going to say, oh, that's abuse. I'm not justifying any man to put the hand on a woman. But handle yourself. Handle your own attitude. Just like he needs to handle himself. Just like he needs to lead. Before he can lead you and head you, he needs to be the head of his life, his finances, lead himself and be the head of everything in his life. So when he meets you it will be very easy for him to be the so-called head. But he doesn't even know how to lead himself. His health, his finance, his emotion, everything is out of whack. He didn't lead himself in any of those ways where you want to lead you. No, let him lead himself first. And then ladies, and don't say, oh, I want a man to handle me. I'm gonna find a man I can handle. Handle yourself. You ain't a child. Handle yourself and handle your own attitude, because the way he will handle you is not gonna be the way you can handle yourself. So you better handle yourself properly if you want a man to help you. I don't know if I made sense. But anyway, this here is the new YouTube channel. The title is called Good or Bad Advice. If you believe this particular video has some good advice, put in the comment section good advice and put a thumbs up, and just look comment why you think it's a good advice. If you think this video is a bad advice, put in the comment section bad advice, thumbs down, and then explain in a short sentence, not a long thesis or long exegesis, a long whatever, just a sentence or two, because some people are very long-winded in their writing, just like I'm long-winded in my talking. Put thumbs down and say bad advice, and then put in the comment section why you think it's a bad advice. No need to insult. This is a channel we're going to just sit here and rub minds and rub ideas together. If I get enough comment, I'm going to make a video based on each of your comment. I may take a screenshot of your comment and make another video on top of that. But this channel is called Good or Bad Advice, or Good and Bad Advice. In the comment section, put your thumbs up if you think it's a good advice, and put a comment why you think. In the comment section, put the thumbs down if you think it's a bad advice, and put a comment there why you think it's a bad advice, and share this. Let's be discussing. Thank you.
And they can handle you. No, you just got an attitude. You just disagreeable a lot. Get it together, please. When the right man will come along, I'll start having those wifely qualities. And then you don't realize that the reason why a right man ain't coming along is because you don't have those wifely qualities right now.
Fact. I agree with my brother 100%. Just like a man cannot sleep around his whole single life, and then bam, he meets some young lady, he's ready to settle down. He should have been using that time to develop himself and lead himself as a man. Same thing with a young lady. You cannot wait and mess about and don't deal with your attitude and handle your attitude before, and then once you meet the right man, bam, then you say, I'm going to be a wife material. No. You start living your life every day as if you are a wife material. You carry yourself, you conduct yourself, you treat yourself as if you are a wife material, because you will attract who you are. That goes for both men and women. Men, you will attract who you are. Women, you will attract who you are. So what you want to attract is how you should be living. You're looking to attract a husband, carry yourself like a wife. You're looking to attract a wife, conduct your life every day like a husband. You don't be spending all the time out with the boys, hanging out, going to strip clubs. You're not going to find a wife. If you find a wife, you're the one that be running up the pool. I'm sure you don't want her. Or do you? Ladies, don't wait. Don't be always having the girls' night out. There's nothing wrong with having girls. We must have a balanced life. There's nothing wrong with having the girls' night or the boys' night out. But if every night, every weekend is the boys and the girls' night out, every weekend you spend time with your girls, every weekend you spend time with your boys, and then you wonder why you're single, well, do you need somebody else to tell you why? Thank you, my brother. Keep preaching.
Switch on you being... y'all don't want to hear this word, but you think you can flip the switch on you being... Y'all don't want to hear this word, so I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. No, I'm not gonna say it, because I don't want no disagreements. We need to find a better word than submissiveness, because when I say submissiveness, it turns a lot of women off. Because the dictionary definition of submissiveness is like a dog to a man. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel when y'all don't like me saying that, but in absence of a better word right now, you think you can flip that on and off, and you can't.
But the issue with his word submit, no woman finds it difficult submitting to the man that will love her, respect her, honor her, and treat her like a princess, treat her like a queen. Like even the Bible said, when I go to Christians, where the Bible said a man should love his wife, that he lay his life down for her. No woman finds it difficult submitting to a man who will love her to the point that he will lay down his life for her. But men these days, ask all those men who are asking that they're looking for a submissive wife. Ask any of them, how many of them willing to lay down their life for their wives? They're not willing to do that, but they want you to submit. No woman finds it difficult submitting to a man that will love her to the point of death, that will love her to the point that he wants to lay down his life, that will love her the way Christ said to love your wife, even laying down your life for her. So you want your wife to submit? Then be a husband that a woman will submit without you trying to tell her. For you to be trying to force somebody, shame somebody, bully somebody, mock somebody, insult and ridicule somebody into submission, you have already lost the battle. You have lost the battle. Yeah, you have lost the war. That means you yourself are not even a humble person. That means you yourself are not even worth being submitted to, because that's not how you submit to somebody. That's like the days of slavery. When you see how the slave master used to make the slaves to submit to them. It was punishment, whip, ridicule, insult, dehumanizing them, breaking another human spirit to the point that they have no choice but to bow and submit. Now you guys working on all your arrogance and your pride. Why you want another human being to just submit to you? A whole other human being that God created in his image, that gave them free will to freely choose and decide. A whole other human being must submit. An adult, not a child, not a dog, not a pet. Another human being. You know what it is for another human being to submit? If you humble yourself enough and you treat that person with the kind of love, dignity, respect, and honor that they need and deserve, they will have no problem submitting. But you want somebody to submit to you when you yourself haven't even submitted, especially a Christian husband. Many of them, they have not even submitted to God. They have not even submit. They cannot even submit themselves to God. They cannot even submit themselves to the quality and the high value of a husband. Control their emotion, control their temper, control their violence, their anger, control sleeping around, being promiscuous, smoking, drinking. Check most of the men who asking and looking for women to submit to them. Check their emotion, check their attitude, check their character. Check it is flawed, full of flaws, full of issues. But they want you to submit it, because if you submit, that will make the house perfect. No submission, but you can even submit to men. There are women who are so foolish, they have submitted to men. And in that submission, the men beat them to death. I know many stories. I can tell you many stories of women submitting to the point of their death. He's submitting to a man who's full of violence, whether he abusive verbally, physically, emotionally, or even sexually, he forcing himself on you. A lot of them, they make a whole lot of noise on social media, submit. But they can't even submit to their own self-control and self-discipline. They can't even submit to themselves. Discipline, self-control, character issue. They can't even work on it. But they want you to submit. Check their character, you'll find out.
You exude a meekness, cooperativeness. It's an energy you exude. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying you got to give that to a man right away, but that energy is present in your aura, it's in your walk. And your ability to operate inside a team is shown. And when it's not on display, and you keep saying that the reason you ain't is because you've been messing with bull crap dudes for the last 10 years, and now you got to find a man that can make you and put you in your place. That's not how it works. So in order for these things to work for both men and women, we both have to prepare ourselves prior to relationships. Period. Period. Okay? All right.
We both need to work on each other.
All right.
Period.